The family gathers, new babies here, and great-grandmother knows it's clear that it wouldn't be home without Hellman.
At times like this, family traditions are important, like Hellman's real mayonnaise. It's the best, the one you depend on to make all their favorite foods taste terrific.
Everything was great, Grandma.
And it wouldn't be home without Hellman.
Wednesday night, while you were sleeping, Macy's was ablaze with excitement. Store managers were turning into clowns, sales girls into princesses, and buyers were cutting prices on everything in sight. Some people get to build floats, others get to ride boats, and some have a holiday planning hour sale for Friday. Who else but the people at Macy's could give New York a parade on Thursday while planning Friday's biggest post-Thanksgiving sale?
Macy's, we're a part of your life.
In the news, the story behind Thanksgiving. Before there were newspapers, radio, or television to report it, a brave band of travelers made news in New England. We'll be back with the story of the Pilgrims in the news. And now, the story behind Thanksgiving in the news. In September 1620, a sailing ship named the Mayflower set out from Plymouth, England, with 102 people aboard. The passengers were called Puritans because they wanted to purify the Church of England. They had been driven out of England to Holland, but they feared their children might grow up more Dutch than English. So when English merchants agreed to pay for their journey, they decided to sail to the New World and set up their own English colony. They called themselves Pilgrims, meaning religious travelers. The voyage to America was long, 66 days, and hard. Finally, they landed just north of what's now called Cape Cod, Massachusetts. A monument marks the place. The Pilgrims thought the land looked good around there, and they called their new settlement Plymouth Colony. But sickness, food shortages, and terrible weather killed almost half the members of the colony that first harsh winter. Then, in spring, the Indians brought help to the Pilgrims. The Indians taught them to plant corn, pumpkins, and beans. Their harvest that autumn of 1621 was bountiful. So, to celebrate, the Pilgrims invited the Indians to share in a huge feast of thanks, which was the first Thanksgiving. I'm Christopher Glenn with the story of Thanksgiving in the news.